So motorcycle.
So it's why when I lost my
like
volleyball,
yeah, you lost your volleyball, which was your identity.
Yeah, volleyball and piano was okay. I am still alive because of that. What I will do now, and I choose the motorcycle because I wanted freedom and being doing whatever I
want.
want.
You just chose it though. You woke up one morning and said, "I choose." I know this. There's a lot of things I've chosen that were, sometimes people thought were a little wild or far out. But if I woke up tomorrow morning and said, "I'm going to ride motorcycle professionally and race and compete,"
it didn't start like that. I always loved motorcycle. I wanted a motorcycle when I was 16. I made my dad buy a motorcycle. I drove the motorcycle the first ride, so that was the last ride. And I kind of keep that inside myself, but I was playing volleyball almost every weekend. So I didn't have time anyway, because I always do many things. And for my surgery, for my knee injury, I said, okay, what is the dream that I never realized because I didn't have time? And motorcycle pop up. I buy a motorcycle, park that in the living room for one winter, waiting for the next winter to the next spring to get my motorcycle. And after 6 months, I was already crazy on the street. My friend said, "You will kill yourself. You need to go out there on the racetrack." But I was afraid. They said, "No, it's more dangerous on the street than on the racetrack. We need to get you out of the street because we want to keep you here."
So tell me about the first race. The first race.
The first race was in 2003, and two of my friends bought a bike with me as a favor. We were 3 of us. I did a couple of practice days, and I was already good. So they had a women's class, and I started 12. And finally, I qualified 8. I said, "Oh, they're not so bad. They are racing since all the summer," and I didn't. So I was kind of excited, and finally I got on the podium. So I said, "Okay." So now the adrenaline of being competitive in volleyball came back, and that's why the year after that I did that. And 2007 was actually my best year. I finished 3rd at Daytona against 75 guys.
Wow.
And I finished top 10 in the National USA Championship against guys, and I won a championship in Ontario for women. I didn't know nothing about motorcycles. I did my own mechanic myself. I learned, I had my journal, and people tell me, "You need to do that, you need to do that." So I was taking notes, and I was just doing it. And 3-4 years later, I was beating the guys on the racetrack. They were trying to guide me, but finally I kind of passed them.
I love it. I love it because it's like I didn't know how to do it. But don't you think that the desire ignited the ability to know how to do it? It's like the desire. That's what we're talking about here. Is that grab onto the desire and fan the flames of the desire, and the how and the what and the next steps will just simply show up as they did for you. And I love that story.
And also, I think it's a question of attitude, the mindset. I was good at piano at sports at school because there is 5 secrets for being a high achiever. It's passion, adrenaline, discipline. You need to do the work, and you need to practice, and you need to have coaches. So when you do that in everything you touch in your life, and that's part of my message and my mission, because a lot of people, they are trying to fit you in a box. You need to be a speaker or a singer. What I was told, and I was saying, no, I am a speaker and a singer, and I include all that together now with the motorcycle racing and everything. So don't let people fit you in a box, because the human being is so good. You can stretch yourself so much, from the masculine to the feminine, from the adrenaline to like motorcycle racing. I meditate and I did my bubble of protection at the racetrack. Okay, I am weird. All the motorcycle racers, they said, "What do you do?" Like I was kind of imposing my hands on my motorcycle to keep protect me, and having my little angel around me. And they were, "What are you doing?" And it's just integrating, because the human is so good. We can accomplish whatever we want. in different area of your life. And for me, I was able to embody, up until this point, a lot of things, but there is so much more to come. There is so much more things that.
That's wonderful. So the question that comes to mind, my last question for you about this motorcycle.
People get stuck on the motorcycle.
I'm really honest, though. Because there has to be an analogy, though, between the bold willingness to step outside of a normal expectation of what we can do, and the way that's transferred over into your willingness to step onto a stage as a speaker, to write your books that have been bestsellers, to identify yourself or to re-identify and redefine yourself. But that boldness of breaking through that barrier has to translate into a boldness in other areas. So if there were one other area in your life, besides the motorcycle, and then what do you think that propelled you on to do?
Oh my goodness. Motorcycle, now I understand why I became so fast and so good right away, because it's so different. It brings me kind of a credibility, and everybody can race a motorcycle, so don't worry about that. But it's now, actually, I will do a workshop at the racetrack, and I will give opportunity for people who want to be in the back of the bike. That would be an entrepreneur workshop for free for everybody, but people who want to go on the back of the motorcycle, to live on the edge, know what it is to trust when the back is sliding or whatever, and just live on the edge.
Wow. Oh my God.
So it's... and now my next bold step that I am in transition, because speaking, racing, singing, building my own platform, my own fun and passion. I have a cruise in Alaska, motorcycle, and a workshop at the racetrack. But now getting out of my comfort zone is to create that TV show for teenagers. And for me, it's kind of out of my comfort zone. I never created a TV show. I was interviewed on TV a few times, but now, being with Mike, my fiancé, is the creator of the TV show, because everybody told me I should create my own TV show instead of discussing with the producer that I am approached by. But leading that big project to really inspire the teenagers, because my big hurt was when I was a teenager. So my natural market is woman and entrepreneur, but the teenagers is really where we need to heal people. And for me, entrepreneurship just skyrocket my life. So it's why I want to bring back in the TV show Teen CEO really that passion and adrenaline, because when you don't know where you want to go, where you want to be, creating your own business brings you self-confidence, self-esteem, and just creating your own life instead of just being comfortable in the life that you are living in. So for me, that's my next, that is my bold step that I am, that is 3 months we are working on that TV show, and it's so much bigger than I even think. And I want to create a week also awareness against suicide and depression. With fun, music, passion, concerts, painting, and whatever. And I want Dalai Lama to be my partner, so.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Mark, can I ask a question? Yeah. What do you tell yourself when you're on the motorcycle?